Good morning and welcome to Flashback Friday. Good morning. So today I will tell you about badges. We do a lot of badges. Some badges we make the entire badge, so that means that we do the design, the 3D model build. In the old days we used to mill the waxes, now we grow the waxes, cast them, plate them, enamel them, do all the finish work. In other cases I do the build, and then that goes to the prop shop, custom prop shop, and they will grow a resin model, make a mold, and cast them in a white metal, which is mainly nickel, and then I have it plated at an industrial plating place, and so basically I will just do the model build. So like we do a lot of that for, we did those for the Yellowstone 1923, whatever the 1800 one, that's how we did those, and we do that for a lot of productions. In the case of Jurassic World, that was a little bit different. So Jurassic World was the prop master, somebody who we had worked with on a few films. So this is 2014 that we were getting the job. And one of the things we were asked to do was the badges. So we also made the amber ring that Masrani, I think is his name, the bad guy, wears. That's a whole nother story. So, but the badges are actually really cool. And frankly, they're probably my favorite badges that we've ever done, because I got to actually do design work. And a lot of times on badges, you don't get to do a lot of design work because they're A, either historical, or B, they're based on other artwork that the production is doing. So like the city seals and stuff like that, they've already done, and gotten cleared by legal. In this case, they had no designs, and so I got to do the design work, which was pretty fun. So I'm going to show you what the badges look like. So this is one of the badges. So the only thing that wasn't done on this badge is it was not enameled. So this is the copy that we have. But here it is. So as you can see, it's a pterodactyl and the Jurassic World logo, and it says park security and all that goodness, right? So like I said, they had no design for this, so I got to do the design work. So I kind of altered this a little bit just so you can't see any of the information that you shouldn't be seeing. But this is a proof that I put together. So I did 3 basic designs for it. So my first one, and I always, whenever I put concepts together, I always do about 3. One is usually a throwaway, to be honest with you. One is one that I think is okay and the safe way to go. And then the one is the one that I really like, and it's the one I think that they should go with. And so it's always strategic as to where I put those on a proof. So in this case, badge 1 says the concept of the badge is that of a stereotypical eagle on top. Makes no sense. So I did a pterodactyl instead. So, a lot of badges have an eagle, and, it's always looking to the side and looking quite majestic. And then that forms the shape at the top of the badge. And so I thought, well, you don't do an eagle, you do a pterodactyl. Come on, it's Jurassic World, right? So anyway, that was my concept number 1. Concept number 2 was much like concept number 1. I avoided the eagle on top, and again I thought that maybe a little landscape of dinosaurs made sense. And instead of the standard stars on the bottom, I did footprints of a T-Rex. That was kind of cool. So that's this one here. So I've got the dinosaurs up here at the top, forming the shape of the top of the badge, and then did paw prints down here instead of stars. And then the third one is badge concept. This design is a total departure from the standard badge layout and is a bit more retro. It would be slightly domed and a bit cut out, focusing only on the logo. So that was really like the super safe one that I think they shouldn't have gone with, because it's just basically the park logo. So that was my throwaway, is number 3. Number 2 is kind of, well, no, this is the safe one. This is the one I thought they should throw away, which was the dinosaurs being on top of it. Kind of stupid, The one obviously that I really liked was the pterodactyl one. And so that's the one that I thought in my mind was the really smart one to go with. And thank goodness it's the one that they went with. So really there was very little changes to it that they made, which was really kind of thrilling. And that's the badge that they wore, as you can see in my background here. The security guards wore all the different badges. So we did them in both yellow gold and then as a silver finish as well. So then it had different delineations as to who the badge was about. So anyway, this is the badge. So for all of you who buy props, something to know is that in most cases we build secret things into the models so that we can tell if they're actually the ones that we made. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you all the information that's on the back, but for you people who buy props, this is one case that you would want to make sure that you know what the back looks like and what the back of the authentic one looks like. So we put in there one of the things that we always put on badges, which is for theatrical use only, and that's really important because you want to make sure that people know it's not an authentic badge. But then there's other information on there that is significant, and the only way that you know what it is if you have an actual badge or have seen an actual badge. So that's all I'm going to throw in there. So anyway, these are the kind of projects that I like to do best, mainly because I like to think, I like to design. That's what I do, Sadly, a lot of times I don't get to do that. So a lot of times it's just a matter that I have to, they give me what they want and I plug it in. A lot of times I know better, and I know the thing that would look probably better if they did it, but they don't do it. So in some cases I build that anyway, and then I know that I was right. In some cases I have actually built the thing that I think they should have built, and we sell it as our own items because it's my design. But in this case it was fun because I got to do a bit of design work and for badges, which you never really get to do. So anyway, this is one of my favorites. I think it's pretty cool. So there you go. And this is really neat because when Pippi and I were doing our canine therapy, pet therapy stuff at the hospital, a lot of the little boys really loved watching the Jurassic Park movies or really loved dinosaurs. And so a lot of times, sometimes if I had a kid that I was seeing regularly, you try to make those visits interesting, and I try to find out what they liked. And in the case of the kids who really like the dinosaurs and or Jurassic Park, I'd always bring the badge for them and let them, hold it and tell them about it, and they could take a picture with it, and they really thought that was cool. So anyway, make the little kids happy. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.